My name is Jonas. Yes, just like the song from Weezer that's currently playing on the radio. I participated earlier this year in a run for an internship at a space organization called EUMETSAT, located in Darmstadt, Germany. For the people that don't know, EUMETSAT has been operating satellites that orbit around our globe for 30 years now, in order for us Earthlings to predict the daily, weekly and sometimes monthly weather. Some of you probably thought that the weather was monitored by the groundhog, but that is just silly. In this series of video blogs, I will go behind the scenes and reveal you all the fundamental secrets of weather and ocean monitoring. Yes, EUMETSAT also keeps an eye on our waters with the help of Jason and Sentinel-3. Who's Jason? Who's Sentinel, you ask? We'll discover that shortly. But for now, I welcome you to EUMETSAT Darmstadt. So, let's see. Been told my office would be the first room to my right, so I guess it's this one. Yes, there we are. Jonas Kina internship. Let's take a look. Alright. This looks lovely. Nice. Very nice view as well. A nice balcony. They gave us some tools, some pens, and we have a letter. It's under my name, I suppose. This should be my badge, pretty sure. Let's see. There it is. We're in. This is Phil Harvey, a EUMETSAT veteran since he's been working here for the past 28 years. He will be our guide for our journey, and I decided to join him outside today. So we're here at the EUMETSAT alley, and my first question would be, when was this building built?
Oh, it was a building commenced in 1993, and 2 years later it was all finished, ready for occupancy.
Why was it built in Darmstadt?
Well, they had a choice of countries and places to build it in, but Darmstadt being a Wissenschaftsstadt, that's a science city.
Yeah.
Currently, and also it's a very central location in Europe. We have the airport, a university nearby, we've got Telecom across the road and ESA across the road as well.
Okay. Every time I tell my friends that I'm working for a space agency, they all think I'm working for the ESA, the European Space Agency. But what's the difference actually between the two? Because I think it's a question that's been asked.
Yeah, well, not really a space agency. We provide data for our users and we use spacecraft for that.
Okay.
The main difference is ESOC, their remit is to do lots of science research.
Okay.
You know, landing on comets, as you probably know,
Yeah.
things like that. Fantastic stuff. But we're actually providing an operational service to our users round the clock, 24/7. There's people waiting on this data. So it's quite important. So it's a slightly different concept.
Okay. But you both work together. I mean,
Yeah.
EUMETSAT.
Yeah, we have many corporates, many partners.
Right, I can see a lot of satellites displayed outside. Should we go take a look at them?
Yeah, we've got time, why not?
So what about this satellite over there?
Jason.
Jason, right?
Jason, and you have the Jason and the Argonauts.
Okay.
Greek mythology. It spends its time flying over the oceans of the earth. And we measure things like sea surface height, temperatures, things like that. It's important for our climate change program. So from this spacecraft we know that the oceans of the earth have risen in the last few years, globally, about 3 millimeters a year. That's sort of accuracy we measure the oceans to.
Alright, so that was Jason. Now we're going on another one, which is called, I think, MSG, Meteosat
Second generation.
Okay. Can you tell me about this one?
Well, this is the one, it's famous because this is the one, every night at 6 o'clock when you put the news on, followed by the weather, and they show you the satellite picture from earlier today, it comes from this spacecraft.
Oh, okay.
Nowhere else. So it's geostationary, 36,000 kilometers high. It scans the Earth in 12 channels in 15 minutes, and the data is sent in almost near real time to the end users. So it's very important.
So this is basically the main weather satellite.
Main weather satellite, and also it makes a contribution towards our climate research programs.
So this is the third one that's displayed outside. Are they real size satellites?
Yeah, it's the actual size. Actual size, these models are actual size, yes.
This one is called?
This is called METOP, part of the EUMETSAT polar system.
Okay.
Yeah, polar meaning it crosses the the Arctic and the Antarctic on every revolution, every orbit. Travels about 7 kilometers a second. This model is actually upside down, so you can see the instruments. It has 12 instruments on board, and we're basically sensing the atmosphere from the ground all the way up to the top of the atmosphere. Looking at things like ozone, sulfur, sea surface winds, polar winds, things like that. All those sort of things, yes.
Okay. So that are the 3 main satellites that you use. Good.